Today we're going to go through the Turkish Get Up and kind of break it down step by step for you to go through. I'm going to be using a kettlebell, but if you have a dumbbell at home, that's fine. I typically recommend for first timers that they do it with a shoe on top of their fist, just to get used to understanding kind of the position and trying to connect that eventually heavy weight from their hand all the way down to and through the floor. So to get started, we're going to start with the weight, kettlebell or dumbbell off to the side. We're going to be basically in like a fetal position. We want elbows tight. The lifting hand is going to be on the bottom of the kettlebell or dumbbell. Top hand wraps around, and all we're simply going to do is roll, keeping everything tight to get the kettlebell up into position. Again, we want to be strong, we want to be balanced. So I'll flip around so you can kind of see what comes next. We want arm and leg out at about a 45-degree angle. We want a strong heel, strong elbow, and we're going to drive this opposite elbow down, drive the heel down, and then we want to press down and into the floor. Now, one of the common mistakes is keeping that bottom shoulder kind of relaxed or collapsed, but what this does is offset the weight kind of behind you, and I'm very off balance here, but what we want to think of doing is pushing the bottom elbow away from the floor and creating essentially a straight line from the weight through both shoulders, through the bottom elbow into the floor. And then from here, kind of at each step, we can make small adjustments to get us ready for the next phase. So I'm coming up onto my hand next. I'm going to get this foot a little wider, and I'm going to press that bottom hand through. Now I'm in a pretty good spot here. I'm connecting the weight into my left glute, but I know I need to get my hand a little further back so I can sit up a little taller. We don't want to have the hand way back. We want to be as vertical and tall as possible here. Going into or getting ready to go into the bridge, so I need a strong right heel, strong left heel, strong left arm, and I bridge high. Again, trying to turn the shoulders and connect the weight to the left palm. So I bridge high, and I don't want to hold this too long, but I want to be able to, if I could. Once I bridge, I'm going to sweep the leg underneath. So this knee should be roughly underneath the weight, and it helps kind of support that resistance or the weight of the kettlebell or dumbbell. Now I hinge up. So I'm still at my 12 o'clock here, but I've got a 90-degree angle at the hip. So what we do is called a windshield wiper. I take that back foot, and now I swing it or wipe it around towards my 12 o'clock. Strong bottom toe. I want to make sure that my toes are on the floor, not my toenails or my shoelaces. I bring this heel back in so that I can stand up. Once I get to the top, I just reverse the order. Make sure to own every position. You should be able to take a frozen snapshot of everything. So I step back, I windshield wipe, I hinge, high bridge, drop hip, drop elbow, again reestablish that position, drop shoulder, kettlebell in, roll to the side. Now if you have a lighter weight at home, that's fine, just own the position. If you have a kettlebell, you can always make it more difficult by doing everything in a bottoms up position to really challenge the stability. The goal would be, once you can own it and do it well, to go as freaking heavy as possible, as always. All right? If you have any questions, email me. Thank you.